Hello, welcome back to the model bench, and on this episode I'm going to be starting on my funnels. I've kind of been putting off doing the funnels because these are China 3D funnels, and I'll go through each of them now. But yeah, I've kind of been putting off because they're just so delicate and there's kind of a lot of work, and they're so easy to break, and it's just going to be a little bit difficult masking off stuff. But anyway, I've made a start, so so far so good. So this is funnel number 1, and you can see the detail on them. These are, as I say, these are the China 3D, and it's just beautiful detail on them, really lovely. So the only thing I have to add on each of the funnels are the little kind of pulleys up here, and then the little clasps for the rigging. Obviously also I'll have to add the ladder and the little platform here. But yeah, just gorgeous detail. All the little rivets are so tiny. Excellent. So that's funnel number 1. I'll show you the others now. And this is funnel number 2. I did attach one of the little platforms here, and then I suddenly thought, hang on, don't do any more, because obviously I still have to paint them, so I just thought it's going to make it difficult in the masking, etc. So I said, right, don't do any more. But again, another beautiful print, just really nice. And this is what I've secured them with. I've just got these kind of the usual little clasps, and I've just attached it in there. I don't know whether you can see it. Just put this into one of the holes, put a little bit of tape, and it just means then I can hold it while I'm spraying, and then I can just clip it somewhere when it's drying. So that's funnel number 2. And here we have funnel number 3. Number 3, you can tell number 3 because it's got a lot of piping work on the back. And again, I attached the platform and thought, oh, hang on. So that's why I didn't go anymore with the ladders and what have you. But yeah, again, same quality, just beautiful. So far I don't think I've broken anything off them, I hope. But if there is anything missing, I can just do a little patch job with using some styrene. So that's funnel number 3. And finally we have funnel number 4, which you'll identify it by this on top. It was more of ventilation. It wasn't actually one that put out smoke. So this is funnel number 4. Again, number 4 just has the little one piping on the back, so that's how you can tell it. I think I'd started doing something here, but again I just stopped, so that should be okay. So that's the 4 funnels. So again, just to go through them, funnel 1, it's got the 2 little pipings on the front, 2 little pipings on the back. Funnel 2, it's got just the 1 piping on the front, no piping on the back. Funnel 3, piping on the front, a lot of piping on the back. And finally funnel 4, no piping on the front, just 1 little piping on the back. So that'll just help you identify them if you have got the 3D. I'll throw up an image now of actually where you can see the back of all the funnels, and that will just kind of help you identify them as well. You can see on this image just, you know, on the back where all the different piping is, and that will help you identify. So the next step I'm going to do with these, I've got them primed, so I'm going to do them the buff colour, and I don't have to mask anything. I'm just going to do the buff colour past here. Once that dries, then I can mask just underneath all here around the pipe, what have you, and then I'll do it my flat black on top. Once that's done, I can pick out the whistles in just a little gold colour, and then I'm going to start attaching the ladders and the platforms, and I might have them painted first as well and just glue them on. And I'm hoping, oh yeah, and then I'll also attach the little clasps here as well. I'll actually attach the top clasps, and maybe actually the bottom ones, I'll see, because they're going to be sprayed black as well. So that's the plan. It might change as I'm doing it, whatever I think will work out the best. So that's where we are. So onwards, and fingers crossed I don't break anything. So here is the first funnel. I've done all funnels, but I'll just show you one finished. I'm really happy with this colour of yellow. So I've basically sprayed it up past where the black is going to be. I'm going to mask off this now, and then I'll spray the top black. But I'm going to just add in the little kind of catches that are up here, the little pulleys. There's about 5 of them along here, so I'm going to add them first. But yeah, so this yellow, how I got this yellow was, I originally was going to use XF15 Tamiya flat flesh, but I just felt it was a little bit, I'd like it a little bit more yellow than that, and I felt this yellow was too yellowy. XF3 flat yellow. So what I did was, just in a spare jar that I had, I added, was mainly a lot of flat flesh, and then I just kept adding yellow until I was happy with the colour, and that's what I got. So really pleased with that colour. It's a nice yellow. It looks a little bit dampened down, kind of a little bit more pastel-y, and that's kind of the colour I was going for in my head. That's what I think is Titanic colour. I don't really like when it's bright yellow, and at the same time I don't like if it's too fleshy coloured. So it might not be right, but I'm happy with that. That's what I'm going to go with. So as I say, the next step is I'll add the little clasps, then I'll mask off this area, and I'll spray the top black. So here is the funnel masked off. I've just used Tamiya tape. And what I did is, it's really worth taking your time doing this. I actually find it very therapeutic. Just went in along here, masked all. So basically from that ridge up it's going to be black. Same with the pipes. I might have to do some touch up at the end, but you want to mask off as much as possible. So as you can see, I've just made this sleeve just to go over. So I've done the masking all the way around where I really want it to be absolutely perfect. I've then added paper over that to mask off the rest of the funnel, and then I just put it in this sleeve like so. So that way when I'm spraying, I'm literally just hitting the top. And as I say, the more time you spend getting the masking absolutely as perfect as you can, the better it is. When you remove all the masking, there'll be minimal touch up. So I have all the funnels done, more or less a variation on this. But first I'm going to just stick in the little kind of brackets that hang here. I think they were pulleys used for painting the funnels, I think, for raising up the ladders, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to stick them along here because they're going to be black anyway, so I may as well stick them in place here and then here. Once they're in place, I'll spray all this black. So here's one of the funnels, and I've got the little those little clasps glued in place. And what I did was, just to make it handy that all of them would be the same, I made this little template where I wanted them. So then I could just put it up to the funnel, mark where each one needed to be. So I knew then on every funnel, by lining up the middle line with the middle of the funnel, all my clasps would be in the same position on all of them. So that's just a little tip, might help. So this is ready now to go to black, and here we go. This is my finished funnel. I've done the 4 of them. I'll just show you on this one what I've done. So obviously I've painted the top. I painted this with NATO black. I just felt it's a little bit of a softer black, and I think it just works better. I've installed the little hooks here for the rigging just along there. I painted in the little whistles. Again, I just used the gold paint for them. Did the ladders and the beams. They were very tricky. They're probably not 100%, but I'm happy enough. I'll show you some of the other ones. So again, these worked out a little bit better. And a little tip, while I was installing the ladders on these, I just made up this little rig and out of cardboard, so it meant I could just sit the funnel into it, and it just kept it in place while I installed the ladder. So that's just a handy little device. And of course now they're very delicate, you know, I have to be careful picking them up that I don't knock these or knock these, and even all of these, they're just so fragile now. So if you ever get this far, just be really careful. But yeah, really pleased with these. And that's the final one there. I found this might be another little tip. I basically airbrushed the ladder completely yellow. Then I got it, put it roughly in place, marked where the black should be. Then I took it off, painted the top black, and then installed it. And I just think that worked out really well. It just was a little bit handier. So that might be useful. But yeah, so very pleased with these. I might do a little bit of weathering just to bring out some of the rivet detail. But otherwise, they're all done. So very happy. So that's my 4 funnels all ready. Just waiting to obviously finish the top decks, and then they can be put into place, and then I'll add in the rigging and whatever other cables are necessary. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it's been helpful, and until next time, thanks for watching, and if you like this, please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.